the baseball episode. Could pretty much end the review right there. It's the baseball episode. It's the one that inspired that baseball scene from the first Sonic movie. I don't really know what else to add, but I'll give it a try. But I can tell you right now, this episode's great, and you need to watch it if you haven't already, because it is absolutely hilarious. But I'm going to have to make this review super quick because I am behind on a lot of things, because a lot of unexpected stuff happened today. That's why I'm recording in the middle of the night again. So, with Sonic hat on, as well as t-shirt, let's get through this, shall we? What's up, what's happening, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to me, Station News, Family Animation, including of Hedgehog that runs faster and speed of sound, as well as TV and movies. I'm your host, Jess, as well. Welcome back to SoniCemberX, Season 1, Episode 10, Unfair Ball, the baseball episode of Sonic X. And it's a pretty funny one. I don't think it's as good as the one that's in Dragon Ball Super. I think that one's funnier, but this one is a close second. It's funny, it's fast, and it's enjoyable. Yes, it may be filler, but I do not care. This episode's fun, and I'm excited to talk about it. I just wish I had more time to talk about it than I do. So, I'll try to run through it as quick as I can, but try to hit all the essential points. So, the episode starts with Tails piloting the X-Tornado, and then he has a green Chaos Emerald as his power source. And then he ends up in Diamond Stadium, where a man named Albert Butler is doing groundskeeping for the turf. And then he and Tails get to talking, and it's a cute little relationship, but then it's revealed that he also has a Chaos Emerald. And when two Chaos Emeralds are put together, up goes a beam of light, pretty much telling everyone exactly what's going on, including Eggman. Well, except for Sonic. Sonic's not even looking out the window because he's trying to learn about etiquette at the dinner table. It's such a weird random thing to put in this episode, but it works and it's pretty funny. So, he's doing that. And then Eggman manages to fly over there, as he does. And he decides to try to win it fair and square in a game of baseball. Well, fair and square in quotations, because you know he's going to cheat. He's Eggman, and he's playing against Sonic. He's going to do whatever he can to win. So at first, no one wants to be part of this game, especially Tails, who keeps telling people why it's such a bad idea. But then, his new friend Albert tells him it's okay, Chuck gets in on it, says it's okay, and everyone agrees to play baseball. And that's the episode. And the funniest part is Knuckles. Knuckles is great in this episode because he doesn't want to play ball, but everyone, including including Amy and Cream, are calling him a chicken for not wanting to play baseball. So he gets super angry about it, and it's so ridiculously funny. It is really funny. It is absolutely hilarious. And that's pretty much his entire episode. It's nothing but baseball gags, and yet it's funny as hell. You have things like how the robots keep managing to outsmart the Sonic team, or how Amy accidentally pitches too hard and destroys the player, giving the player a free run to first base. Stuff like that. It's just really funny. And then you have this other moment where Sonic's giving this big motivational speech to Chris, and he strikes out anyway. It's funny. But through a bunch of other weird means, Team Sonic manages to win the baseball game, but Eggman, being Eggman, just takes the Chaos Emerald and runs away anyway. But the good thing about this is that they learned the value of teamwork, which is a really nice message, and you also have the owner of the baseball stadium coming in and telling the groundskeeper that he wants him there and to have turf there instead of the artificial turf of, like football and other sports like that. So, yeah, that's pretty much the episode. It's just Sonic and Co. playing baseball. That's pretty much the episode. But it manages to do it in a way where it's charming, where it's clever, and where it's ridiculously funny. The reason why I love this episode is because of the comedy. It just always hits in this one. And yes, I have complained in the past about some of the humor being hit or miss with this show, but this episode, the humor lands, and it's really good. This episode is laugh out loud funny, and I can easily recommend it for the comedy alone. It's definitely one of the funniest episodes of the season. So, here are my final thoughts on the episode. I wish I could go into more depth, but I just don't have the time, and I'm sorry. A lot like a very similar baseball episode in Dragon Ball Super, which we'll talk about one day because that episode is also pretty funny. This kind of speaks for itself, and is arguably one of the most well-known episodes in the entirety of Sonic X, to the point of even being directly referenced in the first Sonic movie. As far as the episode itself goes, it's another one of the better filler episodes. The baseball game itself is hilarious. Seeing these anime designs of the characters in baseball uniforms is a cute little novelty. Same goes for seeing the Super Saiyans in baseball gear. That's also pretty funny. The jokes are really funny. Like, I can't understate it enough. This episode is very funny. You will be laughing your butt off. Because it's not like low-hanging fruit jokes, it's actual clever writing. And I don't know why it took them until a baseball episode to actually get it right, but hey, you win some, you lose some, I guess. It's fun. And the ending is quite satisfying. Like, yes, they may not have gotten the Chaos Emerald, but they learned the value of teamwork, and it's still a really nice ending. So, sure, it's still not really an essential episode per se, but again, like the DBS one, it's just so ridiculous and hilarious that it just has to be seen to be believed. And if you were wondering if Sonic ever played baseball when you saw that scene in the Sonic movie, yeah, he did. It was this episode, and you need to check it out. Final verdict for this episode was originally going to be a 7, but I watched it again right before its review, and I'm like, yeah, no, this episode's a 9. 9 out of 10. For the comedy alone, this one's worth watching. It's funny, it's cute, it's charming, it's everything that works well about Sonic X. But it's not the best episode of the season. That might be next time, because next time we're getting into a personal favorite. See you guys next time for Fly Spy.
Listen, I won't soon forget. So listen and you won't regret. Be true to yourself, don't miss your chance. And you won't end up like the fool who ripped his pants.